Hey guys, Sarge here with the April 13th, 1942 combat replay for my 1v1 against Invictus on one of the Pacific Admirals edition. Yeah, so he is in Moulmein this turn. I've brought even more bombers in just to make it impossible for him to attack. And I have made sure that he's firing at it again. Okay, well it's definitely sinking now. A third torp for good measure. Got it. So I need to make sure I have 1/3 less. No, 1/3 or more for not to have a shock attack, and I'm hoping he at least bombards this turn. So I didn't bombard because I'm trying to save as many of my supplies as possible for for a possible attack. So I'm hoping he bombards so I can see his true AV, so that I can calculate 1/3, and then figure out what my plan is next for Moulmein. Okay. ASW Attack off of truck. Nothing happens. We're firing. We get a hit and it explodes. It gets obliterated. Shot out of the water. The sub chasers see the Cha 3. And there are the bubbles. He has a sub up near Karachi. Got it. I have also decided to disband out the rest of my bombers in Java. I was told by the player Desert Wolf that I'll get those planes back in Aden. Because I couldn't figure out how other players had gotten their Dutch planes out. And at this point, it'd be a supply drain to do an offensive operation, so I'm just going to keep the cap up, make the siege as bloody as possible for him. Here we go. look at this screen. There's 8 different types of bombers here. I only caused 90 casualties. But casualties isn't the point here. The point is disruption on his division, so he can't attack me effectively. And here comes even more bombers. When we're disabling a few squads, not terrible. A couple more bombers bring up the rear. I also set the 2 divisions that I have in Moulmein to replacements just so I could try and get a couple of cheeky more anti-tank guns in that hex, because with the amount of tanks he has, it's going to be a bitch to try and stop it. Is there even a point in me commenting at this point about this issue? Okay, he didn't actually do any damage to it though. And he's taking quite a bit of damaged bombers. I only have 1 unit here, and it's not too big, just as a blocking force. Just so he has to actually fight for that base. And because when I held Hanyang, I had the railway open as well. I know he definitely could have cut that railway a lot sooner than he did. Oh! Oh, hell yeah! 5 Sallies shot down by Cap? He must have been trying to bring in supply. Is he bringing in more stuff out in Ambon too? Yeah. Why is he even bombarding me at this? Just give your troops some rest. You got slaughtered last turn. He loses 6 casualties, but 1 destroyed gun, 1 vehicle, and 7 disabled guns, and 5 disabled vehicles. But then I lose 260 squads. That's 6 destroyed. Okay, it is a bombardment. Let's see. So he has 1, 2 full divisions, 3 full divisions, 4 full divisions. Plenty of tanks, plenty of artillery. That's the big thing here. He's a lot of artillery. He does have a headquarters here as well. How does he not take any damage? Oh, he must have used some guns that I can't outrange. That he has more range than I do, so I can't hit him back. He attacks me at Tijolap. Reduce force to 0. I just lose 47 men. I bombarded Ambon, and he brought in a 4th Naval Guard unit. Alright, so that was a good turn. I don't know how he's going to be able to attack me at Moulmein when I'm causing this much damage. He's probably going to have to try and do... He's gonna have to knock out Rangoon's airfield. And I should play that to my advantage and do a lot more cap on Rangoon this turn. Because that is the only way for him to be able to stop my bombing. Is if he can take out Rangoon's airfield. I got a squadron in Canada. Aden. At Sydney, Marchfield, Port, Hueneme, and a group base force at Aden. Those group base forces are amazing. I don't know if it is a full one or it's one that I had bought back. But I will be able to tell right here. So, jump into the blank turn. Intel reports. He lost 16 aircraft today. I lost 3. So he lost 11 transports. At least we're claiming 11 transports. And that was over Moulmein. He lost 2 Petes to ops losses. A Dinah to Flak. I lost a Catalina. 2 Catalinas and a DC-2 to ops losses. One more day you'll get in. One more day for you guys and you'll get in. What was that unit that got into Canada? Oh, I mean, I could definitely move those. But I think it was... I can just check. What am I even doing? 132. So it was these Kitty Hawks. A grand total of 2 of them. And then I got another thing at Port Hueneme. Ooh, that's nice. That's a lot of engineers. I'm definitely going to be buying that out. Marchfield. Base force at Marchfield. That's a full base force as well. That is really good. Something came at Sydney. Army headquarters. Nice. Then our base force at Aden. 2 things at Aden. Pop up here. Got some Beauforts. And is it... Oh no, we have to rebuild? No, it isn't. It's a full base force. These are really, really good base forces. I love those base forces. Okay, so it looks like these 3 units have fully unloaded. 2nd U.S. Marine Corps Tank Battalion, the 40th Infantry Division, and the 94th Coastal AA Regiment. Over in China, let's see, how close am I to walking out of the hex? One day. He is marching up here. He thinks he's going to be cutting off a lot of units, but it'd just be cutting off one. So it really isn't like, oh, you're cutting stuff off. Okay, you would take Lucha anyway, and I think I'd just walk into here. Moulmein. So I think he had 3,000. Let me just go down, look for the big list. The other big list. So this is currently within 3-1, or 1/3. But this is another division here, and that's gonna be probably another 400. So that could take me. I think it's close, but I think I'm within the 1/3 rule. I believe I am able to move these guys in. So they'll get the guaranteed next turn. It would take 2 days for these guys to move in. And that should give me enough AV buffer to be able to bring these guys in as well. And in terms of bombers, we still have plenty. I'll check some. Not. I always go into aircraft data. That fatigue's fine. That fatigue is fine. Oh yeah, another thing I noticed in doing the turn for yesterday. Oh, that's nice too. Got the Hermes over here. Is in here. I can take. I'm just gonna let it do that one more system damage. Actually, if I just take it into readiness, it's gonna be 1 day still, right? No, if it's done in Pier side, yeah, it's gonna be 1 day, and then I believe it has the. So it still has its January upgrade, which apparently it upgrades its AA even more. So depending on what, I'll probably get that upgrade too, since it's over here. These guys are safe and sound at Townsville. Just fine. I really do need to get more fighter squadrons from Pearl / West Coast over to Australia. So I definitely have plenty of squadrons I could send over. Yeah, I have 450 fighters at Pearl. I definitely don't need that many. Why do I keep going into the port? I have 150 here. Though this squadron, oh yeah, 2 squadrons are naval, and the Texans are basically just pilot training. Is basically what the Texans are. For Pearl, I have a big plan. It's gonna be one fault swoop over just so much activity he won't know what to go after, basically. And I'm gonna have to do like a Google Doc to keep track of what I'm gonna be attempting to do here. Let's go through the ops reports fully. Oh crap, we actually got an ace. So this is the shooting down the transports over Moulmein here. Nice. Those are some really experienced pilots now. Go into SIGINT reports. God, why am I getting so much intel on Mukden? That's in like Korea, right? Or it's something in the rear. Yeah, why am I getting so much intel for this hex? Weather, about what you'd expect in more in the Pacific. On that note, I am going to end the video here, guys, so I will see you guys in the next one.